It was reported over the weekend that the Grizzlies have granted Dwight Howard's representatives permission to speak with other teams. And that might be interested in him in LA for sure. Sources told our Ramona Shelburne one of the teams is the Lakers. Joakim Noah's name was also floated around as a possible replacement for Boogie. Tim, is either of these guys a good fit as a replacement for Boogie?
Yeah, I think Noah would be a much better fit than Dwight Howard, simply because with Noah, you don't have to worry about, will he embrace his role? He's a role player. He understands that, and with Dwight, this is what, the 8th annual Dwight Howard I've-figured-it-out summer? Give me a break.
You're only slightly exaggerating. It's like the fifth.
I'm not exaggerating. And so I just think with Dwight, there's going to be a circus, there's going to be drama, and at this point, I don't think his production, especially, we don't know, is he healthy? He only played 9 games last year. I don't think his impact justifies kind of the circus that will come along with him.
And Joakim Noah, not so quietly, was pretty good in Memphis the last month and a half or 2 months that he spent in Memphis last year. So
now, he was very honest. It didn't go well for him in New York, in part because he's too lit, as he put it.
Right.
LA's pretty lit. You get him in LA.
I agree with you, though, Tim, that, look, you bring in Dwight Howard, and even if he is a reformed man and he wants to change his career and everything is going to be different this time, there's going to be baggage there. And I think that this Lakers roster, the last thing they really need is more distraction and more baggage, because it's already going to be a circus. It's already going to be crazy with what's going on within their locker room, with what's going on just in Los Angeles entirely with what the Clippers did. So to kind of refocus it and keep it about the basketball roster, I think Noah's a much better fit both on the floor and off the floor.
I think the Lakers would be insane to bring in Dwight Howard. Let's just put aside the fact that he's repeatedly had issues within the locker room and with his last few teams. I mean, this guy has been on about 6 teams in the last 3 years. You might not even remember until we said that the Grizzlies had to give permission that he was on the Grizzlies, because they traded for him from the Wizards a few months ago. Not only that, and even Joakim Noah, the Lakers need a live body at this. And I don't mean live like alive. I mean like who can give them athletic minutes, who can give them energy, right? Like, they do not need a guy in Joakim Noah who may not be able to play in a back-to-back or may not be able to play, 3 games in 5 days or something like that. They can't have a Dwight Howard who's constantly on the verge of
injury.
So you're
saying neither?
I'm saying stay away from these old guys. I mean, look, I have seen this before with these LeBron teams that get formed as super teams. I saw it in Miami, I saw it in Cleveland, and we even saw it with the Lakers last year.
You get Birdman. Is that what you're saying?
Well, Birdman ended up working out, but trust me, there's about 8 guys that didn't. With all due respect to the Eric Dampiers, Adrinas Ilgauskas, Jamal McGlory's of the world, I love you guys, but it was over. And we just saw last year, who the Lakers have to go out and get in the first month? Tyson Chandler. I mean, and I understand that you have a big name and it excites fans, but the guys want to, the veterans want to respect the guy coming in the door, but forget about these old guys, all due respect. You've got to go get a young guy who can get up and down the court, can play minutes there, even if he struggles. I'd rather have a live athletic struggle guy than a guy that you have to manage. And if you ask me, the Lakers have their sights setting on the wrong Grizzly here. Not just Dwight or Joakim Noah, who was a Grizzly last year. What about Andre Iguodala? He's a Grizzly. Until he reaches a buyout with Memphis, the Lakers just have to wait and hold that final roster spot for him. With this injury, Royce, and the fact that they're so thin at center, can they afford to wait on Iguodala getting extricated from the Grizzlies?
It's always dangerous to wait, Brian, as you know, because a lot of things can change. Players' offers, opportunities that they get, and so a window of opportunity may close very quickly. And it feels very predetermined that the Lakers are going to get Andre Iguodala.
I don't know about that. What about
that's how we've all spent the summer thinking. That's what I'm saying. Is that
I think there might be a better chance he's across the hallway in the Staples Center.
And so that's what I'm saying, is that if you want to get him, you have to kind of seize that opportunity when it's there. And so it is a certain risk to just sit there and just hold a roster spot open and say it's reserved for this player, because that player could go to 4 or 5 different other teams. It's not. I know it's the Los Angeles Lakers, and everybody expects
Iguodala would be great for them, but I just don't know if that's where he's going to go.
Yeah, and look, the Lakers aren't going broke anytime soon. They can afford to swallow a guaranteed contract.
They may have to cut Boogie, to be honest with you. I'm sorry to say it, but they may have to get the roster spot.
Yeah, so I don't think they need to keep a spot open. If they can get him, they can create a roster spot. Like I said, I don't think that franchise is going to go under financial anytime soon.
Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For more sports highlights and analysis, be sure to download the ESPN app. And for live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.